real life fantasy. No matter what your friends try to tell you. Hi. How y'all doing? I am just pinning the conversation for tonight. As y'all already know, it's your girl Corey Love of Carefree Conversations with Corey Love. I'm tuning in tonight. I'm going to be interviewing or having a carefree conversation with Brittany Jarrell of Bold Ambassador. She is going to be talking about being productive. Now, a lot of us know we need help with that. I know for sure I do. Hey, April, thanks for tuning in. So as we get ready and prepared to go live, do me a favor, share this out with your audience. Click that arrow, share this out, drop your name and where you're located. I know April is in Minnesota. I don't know if it's Minneapolis or St. Paul, but just go ahead, drop your name so that everybody else that tunes in will be able to converse with you, and make sure you follow one another. And you tune in on the night that I'm not wearing your earrings, girl. Everybody asks me about those earrings, April, the white ones. But yeah, I've been wearing them for like the last 2 or 3 shows, and of course you don't tune in then. How funny. But all right, y'all, go ahead, make sure y'all share this out. You know the routine. We share this out. We drop our name and our location, and we will start at 8:05. However, while you guys are doing that, we're getting ready to begin and bring her in. I'm going to tell you guys about the shirt that I'm wearing today. I know you guys remember that I interviewed Niata Miles of Miss Pink P ____Y, and so I'm obviously wearing one of her shirts, and this is her brand, this is her logo, and this is her brand. She has a whole lot, an array of different styles of shirts. They don't all say Pink Pussy. You can get one that is a little bit more toned down, but just because I like army materials, this is the one I chose, and I got 2 other ones, so make sure that you check her out. That's Niata Miles of Miss Pink P ____Y. All right, and let her know that I sent you. All right. So again, tonight we are going. You're welcome, April. Not a problem at all. Hey, Master in Dollars and Cents. Drop your name and your location. Thank you so much for tuning in. Your live was hilarious the other day. I'm glad that I jumped on. Melanin Queens, thank you for tuning in. We're gonna learn about being productive tonight, and I'm excited because sometimes I am very unproductive, and I'm sure we all are because we have a little ounce of ADHD in us. So, hey, LaShawn. Oh my gosh, I am so excited to have you on my live. Thank you for tuning in, LaShawn. If you guys don't know, LaShawn is an amazing content creator, and she is the founder of Black Woman Hustle. Make sure you check her out as well, and I'm sure everybody that's on my page right now is definitely following you on Black Woman Hustle. So check her out, and she does also help with social media management and social media consulting. I'm sorry, not management, social media consulting. I don't know if I'm talking to you. Oh, I told you that I cheated. I was honest about it. I cheated. I Googled it. Who doesn't Google? I checked out No Bacon Piggy Bank live earlier, and she posed a question, and she asked if we knew who the Everything Dollar app was, and I said Bill Gates, and I was wrong. So typically, what are you going to do? Google. I Googled it, and it was Dave Ramsey, and I shared it, but I said that I cheated, so don't be mad. She did share some really good insights today on budgeting, so check out No Bacon Piggy Bank as well. Let her know that I sent you. She does make the prettiest piggy banks for children. Well, she does it for adults too, and money bags, so make sure you check her out and grab your budgeting needs. So budgeting does include a piggy bank, okay? So it doesn't necessarily have to be in a bank, but make sure you do check her out as well. It is now 8:04, and I have made all. Let me tell you, I don't remember, April. I think I got this from this lady. I was a youth leader at my church years ago, and she gave me this. I remember her giving me 2, and I don't know where she got them from. This has been at least maybe 8 years. I've had these about 8 years. Yeah, definitely 8 years because it was 2012, 2013, somewhere around there. So I don't remember, but there's two. I lost the other one, and I would be so happy if I find out who. But if you guys know someone that does knitting and they can make me some earrings like this, the other one is a circular one, and I know they just added on the hip. But y'all already know I love earrings, I love t-shirts. If you got those type of things, I've been getting hit up a lot by a lot of people to be their brand ambassadors. Am I sweating or is that my body butter? Charlie's body butter. This accent, don't make me blush. Don't make me blush. And I haven't even really, like, I'm trying not to bring it out, but certain words, it'll come out. But don't make me blush, LaShawn. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to allow Bold Ambassador, her name is Brittany Jarrell, to jump on so she can help us become productive. And thank each and every one of y'all for tuning in. Don't forget, share this out with your audience. You don't want to miss this tonight. To come through. Hey, Brittany.
What's up?
Listen, you already took out your plaques. Why you took them out? We were supposed to be twinning tonight, girl.
No. I've had my hair out for a while now.
I thought you had just put them in like me.
Oh no, that was an old picture from my birthday that I posted up.
I just put you out there. My bad. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Go ahead and tell my audience who you are, what you do, what you're gonna do for us tonight.
All right, what's up? My name is Brittany Jarrell, and I am the person you call when you are tired of procrastinating. All right.
I'll be calling you in a second.
Yes. So I've been a coach for the last 5 years in the financial IT sector. I help coach IT teams and their executive leadership when they're going through their strategic planning. And finally, one day I just realized, like, hey, other folks outside of IT teams need the same type of information. And so the same things that I do with my teams from my 9 to 5 are the same strategies that I share with you guys on my Instagram as well.
And there are great strategies. I must say it was in June that I joined your brunch, and virtual brunch, of course. And I've taken a lot of nuggets from there and I've applied them. I'm not perfect. Don't judge me, but I'm working towards getting there. I mean, we won't be perfect, but I'm just working towards to becoming a lot more productive. So I appreciate you for agreeing to be a part of my show tonight, and also for being a sponsor. That shirt I told y'all that I was wearing, I Am Enough, and my mug, y'all already know, came from her. So check her out for that.
Yes.
Do you still have the special going with the combo?
Yes, I do have a few bundles left. So you want the I Am Enough t-shirt and 15-ounce mug. You can get it as a bundle, and you can go to my website or just send me a DM and I can send you a direct link.
And the mug is totally different, guys. It's like it's not like super heavy where you can't like have your tea and whatever in it, but it's just different because, like she says, it's 15 ounces and just the sturdiness of it. I love it. You know, I love mugs, so I definitely would encourage you to grab that. So I'm gonna first start. You already told us how you started doing this and what you do, what made you do it. Now, how do you get clients besides social media to coach?
I am all over. so my 9 to 5, you know, I am a coach doing that. And that's actually where it started. I noticed a lot of my team members would then hit me up personally and say, hey, do you have time like at 5, 6 o'clock to have a conversation? And that's kind of where it started there. And then I'm on Instagram all the time. I'm a part of a lot of Facebook groups. So when people are talking about they want an accountability partner, or they're struggling with getting started, or the biggest one that I always hear is, I have my product, I've finished it, but I'm scared to launch it. And so I usually DM them. I was like, okay, let's have a conversation, right? Because why would you kill your own dream like that? That's so sabotaging.
But it's so common though. That is like that fear factor. Like, I don't know what people are gonna think. Like, I don't, it's just like what if, you know, 3 other people are doing it, but I launched it, but mine doesn't, you know, it's just a fear factor. I've been there, and it's, now I don't care. Like, I don't know.
You know what? Okay, when you go to the bread aisle, how many different types of bread are there in the aisle, right?
Yeah.
You go to the wine section in the store, how many different wines are there in the store?
Yeah.
There's no such thing as a market is saturated. There's a different need. You know, I am real, I'm witty, I'm wild according to my family members. And so I know that my audience is not going to be the same as maybe another strategy or productivity coach, because they might be more formal. They might be more corporate setting.
Right.
And so you just stay in your lane and you deal with the people who are your audience, your people, and you will attract them. What's for you, God gonna give it to you. You ain't got to worry about nobody else.
And that's what I came to realize. Like, stop, because I used to do social media management. I would look at everybody's page, and I would be changing my page like every time, no lie. And I'm like, okay, so she has this, and it's like this, and it's, you know, it's a picture block, or they'll just have like a big block. And when I tell you, I changed my stuff so many times in like a year and a half. Imagine that. But now I'm just doing my own thing. It's like whatever. I honestly don't look at anybody else's page that do the same thing like me, because I don't want to be tempted to try to change. So I just do my thing.
And that's common, and that's okay. So it's okay to take tidbits of pieces from people who have been in the game longer than you. They're a little bit more successful. It's okay to see what's working for them and take it, but then you make it your own. Yeah. You don't try to mirror exactly what someone else is doing. Yeah. You create it, you create your own lane. Yeah. And if they're doing something, you see it works well, why not?
Make it happen. So guys, tonight, for those of you that are tuning in, make sure when you come in, you drop your name, where you're from. This is Brittany Jarrell. She is a bold ambassador. She is a productivity coach, and she is here tonight to give us a few tidbits, and then hopefully we can get some of you guys to go on over to her page, DM her, set up your consultation so that we can become productive, guys. I know for a fact I need it, and I'm not saying that you may, but some of us do. So if you know that's you, make sure you check her out. If you have any questions, drop your questions in the question box, and let's get them answered tonight. So and you guys know I allow you to ask questions as well. It's not just all about me and her. It's about you, because we're here for you. So we need you to drop those questions. Don't be shy. Don't be fearful, okay? So we talked about fear and being in that bread aisle, because there's like, a whole bunch of different types. And I know you said that your style is different, and I feel the same way about me. I'm not formal at all. I know certain people will not come to me for certain things because of how I am, but what makes you think, besides those things, stand out as far as like your program, how you do your coaching, like your coaching style?
One thing I always tell people, I'm like that bestie that keeps it real with you, right? So my friends would tell you when they really want an answer, I'm the last person they come to, because they don't want it. They don't want the realness of what I'm going to serve to them, right? Yeah. So if you want the fluff, if you want the yes man, someone that's going to make you feel good, I am not your girl at all. But if you are ready to be pushed outside your comfort zone, if you're ready to tackle the tough issues. So another thing that plays into our fear as well is we may have some things we need to let go of. And that's a part of my program as well. So it's not only helping you just plan, we tackle your unhealthy habits. So are you just a Netflix and chill person, and it's not really that you don't have time, you just don't make time? Is it that, you are the I care about what everyone else says about me, so I don't want to work on something particular because what my mama said or what my sister said? We're going to have a conversation about that. And those are tough topics that people usually do not want to talk about, but they're real topics. Right. I had a client, she had her book ready. She had her due date for her book. And she pulled it back because her mother said, well, I'm not really sure. And it's like, is your mother an expert in that?
Right.
Has your mother ever done that before?
Right.
I'm not saying that mama is not a good source.
Right.
She's a good source of motivation.
Yeah.
But if she's not really that person in your lane, I would never go to my mother for an engineering problem.
Right.
Never studied
Correct.
engineering.
I agree. You're right. You're right.
So we really talk about those tough topics like that. And again, it's not for the weak-hearted.
Keeping it real.
I can feel the brash sometimes.
Yeah. I get it, but sometimes that's what we need to take us to that next level. You know what I mean? Because sometimes, like me, I can't do the no, I need you to tighten up. You got to get this together. Like, that's what I need. So, but everybody, like you said, has a different way that they need that push. Some people can't take the realness. So, and I guess as you talk to them, you'll know, or they'll know, they'll pick up on it and they'll know whether or not they want to go with you. So I know you say you work a regular. Book you? Oh, no, I was saying, oh yeah. So I know you say you work a regular 9 to 5. And it's so funny how I said regular 9 to 5. Like that's something there. But I know that your intentions in the long term would be to, do this full time. What are you doing now to move towards that goal? Or like, do you have like a 5-year plan, or what are you working on? Are you being productive as you plan that?
All right. So yes, I do have a goal to eventually leave my 9 to 5 and go full on out entrepreneurship and host training classes where not only do I teach others how to become coaches themselves, but also still do my professional coaching too. So right now, it's funny you said that, because this year has been an amazing year for me in that space. I'm now certified, so I'm a certified personal development coach. I'm a certified Agile coach. If those that are in the IT sector, you definitely know what that is. I'm not even going to go down the rabbit hole about that. That's what I use at work.
Okay.
And so my vision is I'm just building up my client log right now. I take 5 clients at a time, and really I'm just trying to build that momentum where I just have enough clients where I can just make that transition out. But but you know me, I have my board, right? My handy dandy Kanban board.
You should have had it out the show. Because I think that's how we first met. Like, you were just sitting there with this whiteboard with all these Post-it notes. And I'm like, huh? But it makes sense. It works for you, so you make it work. So I love it. Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Well, the sticky notes are not for everyone. So there's other methods too. So I'm a big sticky notes whiteboard person, because I believe when you can see it in front of you, you can then truly measure your progress towards what you're trying to complete. The whole thing like, oh, I need to do this and I need to do that. That's great when you have onesie twosies. But look, I'm trying to leave my full-time job. I can't onesie twosie that. I have to have a strategic plan.
Right.
And so my whiteboard helps me keep on track with that. But even in the background, I use tools like OneNote. I use Trello. Trello is something very similar to my whiteboard, but I use it for my bigger efforts.
Yeah.
So for instance, I have the journal I'm rolling out. I have my winter apparel items that we're coming out with. I track that larger stuff in Trello, and then I track the day-to-day items I need to get done on the white.
Okay. Yeah, Joy, I know you're a sticky note in this card. She's that type of person for sure. Yes. And my next question for you would be, so let's say you have a client, I come to you, like, what are the steps? Like, you don't have to go into detail as far as what you talk to them about, but like, what are the steps for you when I come to you? Is it a 2 weeks, 6 weeks, 8-week program, or how does that work?
So you have 3 options. You can come to me for a one-on session. So if you just want to have like a big powwow, we can do a 60 to 90 minute strategic planning session.
Okay.
That's really more for people who are looking for me to be more of an advisor to them and less of a coach. So basically, I'm telling you what to do, I'm not really probing you for the answers.
Okay.
That's the difference between my strategic planning and the coaching. Then there's 2 coaching options you can do. You can sign up for a 3-month plan or a 6-month plan.
Okay.
At minimum, you have to do 3 months.
Okay.
So you will come to me. We'll do a 15-minute consultation.
Mm-hmm.
That's really where I kind of decide and you kind of make the decision if I'm the right coach for you and if you're the right client for me, because it's a 2-way street.
Mm-hmm.
Every client is not a good client for me. And I know I'm not a coach for everybody. And so that's where we make that decision if this is going to work.
Right.
I let you know about the program.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about what it is that you want to accomplish.
Mm-hmm.
And then you also fill out an assessment as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so the next time we come, we're going to go through your assessment and we're going to set up your 90-day plan.
Right.
We're going to talk about the milestones that you need to complete at each month.
Okay.
And then when we meet on a weekly or bi-weekly basis, depending on your preference, we kind of track to those progresses every week.
Awesome. And so you said the 90-minute one is a one-time thing, so I can do that like once a month or something?
If you want to, but it's a one. So every time you set up a meeting with me for the strategic planning, there's a fee associated with that.
And obviously, I'm sure it's more than the 3 to 6 month plan.
Yes, it is.
Right. It'll make sense. Yeah. You don't want to set up in 3 to 6 months. You can pay more. So I keep looking here because I'm looking at my computer. I usually have it right in front of me, but I changed up a little bit. I was being productive one day and I cleaned up my desk.
Ooh.
So you should be proud of me, definitely. All right. So, do you mind telling the prices of the program, or that's something when you talk to them you created?
So my prices right now are in beta, and so if you want to learn more about them, you can send me a DM and we can talk through them.
Okay. All right. That'll be good. Now, on average, how long do you, because you work from, we're just going to say 8 to 5, 9 to 5 or whatever. So you come home and I know you have children. So when do you start the bold ambassador work and when does it end? So because I know for me,
well, you guys know I'm a night owl. If you follow me, you see my stories at 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. Wow.
And truly, I've always been a night owl from my childhood. My mother can tell you I was that kid that you could not put me to bed at 9 o'clock because I was going to be right back up at 1 or 2. So I get off typically between 4 and 5 o'clock. I will, do some activity with the family, probably cook, clean up the house. And I usually start back around 9-ish, 10 o'clock-ish. And I can go until 4, 5 in the morning sometime, depending on what I have going on. If it's heavy launch season, like I'm in right now, finishing up the journal, I'm churning every night.
Yeah.
But if I'm in a very low season, I don't have a launch coming out, I only work to maybe 12 or 1.
Oh, okay. That ain't bad. I think it's an entrepreneur thing because when I first started it, I literally would not sleep at night. And then now I'm getting a lot more hours now. But before, I literally would just be done at 5, do my prayers, get ready for work, get the kids up, and then go. But now I'm doing a whole lot better. She said, me too. I have to make myself go to bed because I like.
Yeah. And it works different for some people. Some people are morning people, so you may want to schedule your time more early in the morning to work on things. To me, I just can never get up early in the morning and work. Even if I get up, I'm just so kind of, I'm just not going to be productive.
I'm not a morning person at all. And it's crazy because I had to go to work for 8 o'clock. So, I had to be to work at 7:45. So, I got away before that. So before I let you go, you guys already know we do the would you rather questions, but I have
gosh.
You ready for that? So I'm waiting on my daughter to bring the iPad to give it to me. But so if there's one thing that you can tell us, start to become productive tomorrow a little bit, just one thing you can tell us, what would be that one thing? And guys that are just tuning in, she says I'm a morning person. I know people hot. Oh God, you're one of those people that I used to walk into the work and be like, man, good morning, and keep going. Give me till about 12 o'clock. Like even my students knew. Good morning, Mr. Brittany. They'll sit down, they be quiet till about 10:30-ish. That's when they went to lunch. And then I'm perfect after that. After lunch, for them, I'm good. But early in the morning between 8 and 10, it's too early. It's way too early. Guys, don't forget to drop your questions for her. She is a productivity coach, and she is right now in a beta season. So if you're interested in finding out about her program, send her a DM. I did pin her name, Bold Ambassador, and make sure you check her out to find out, because I know all of us need a little bit of that, and it'll help us to maybe get ourselves organized and move a little bit more forward in what we're doing and what we have planned. So if you have any questions, make sure you drop your questions in the question box, or go ahead and drop them in the comments. So again, my final question is, what is one thing you can tell us to help us to at least try to start our road to productivity, even if it's tonight or tomorrow?
Okay, cool. Well, I actually brought an activity that I wanted to do with the group, if that's okay.
Cool. Awesome.
So
Yeah,
those who, I told a lot of you guys, make sure you have your notebook. So get your notebooks out, because, you know, I'm a hands-on person.
Love it.
So I truly believe, you know, we can have the most awesome plan. And I've said it, you know, kind of several times tonight when I talked about different examples of clients. Mindset is really one of the biggest killers when it comes to us being productive. You know, our thoughts control our actions. So if we're constantly telling ourselves, I don't have the time, or I don't know how to get started, or, you know, what will people say, you know, about me doing this? You're not going to move. You're going to become paralyzed by your own thoughts. And then you find yourself like, oh man, 5, 10, sometimes 30 years later, I've seen people say something they really wanted to do. It was, you know, it's been in their heart, but that fear crippleizes them. And so we're going to go through a mindset activity to kind of jumpstart our thought process around being successful.
Okay.
All right. So if you guys can see it, I have 2 columns. I have an X on one side.
An X?
Yep.
Okay.
And I have a check mark on the other.
Okay.
And you just draw a line down the middle. Okay. So what we're going to do is, under the X's on the left-hand side, you're going to write down all your what-if scenarios. So, you know, what if this thing goes wrong? What if I release this journal and no one buys it? You know, what if I apply for that job and they think I don't have the experience? Anything that you may think is going to kill what you're trying to go for, write all of your what-if scenarios on the left-hand side. So example for me is, what if I don't have the experience? Recently, I was asked to lead a group of 13 leaders. And the first thing I thought about was, oh crap, I've never been a leader. How can I lead people when I've never done it before? But I quickly had to remind myself, just because I've never been a leader doesn't mean I haven't had the experience. Right. And so I negated that question with, well, how can you leverage the experience you've already had? So my what if was, what if I don't have the experience? That was my negative thought, right? That's where I'm like, panic mode. I don't know if I can do this. But then I switched it. And so in your check mark column, you're going to put a positive question to that. Okay. So I switched to, how can I leverage the experience I already have? Okay. Well, in the past, leaders, several of them, have already come to me asking questions. Okay. They come to me just pinging me, just pull up to my desk. Hey, do you have a couple of minutes? I want to run an idea by you. Okay. Can you join this call? I would like to have your feedback when we talk about the scenario. So I've already had some type of experience in leaders wanting to hear something that I have to say, right? I think that counts as valid experience. Right, of course. So you may have a similar situation. What if they reject me? Okay, what does that look like? Right. Why does their rejection even matter? That's the first thing to answer. Okay. Are they the person that needs to validate your rejection? Why does it mean so much to you? So We want to take our negatives and we want to turn them into positives.
Okay.
This is a great exercise to do when you start to get into that panic mode, when you start unraveling, right? And all the craziness comes out. You negate them with more positive ways of thinking. And so it helps you to get out of that, all right, I can do this. Because once I really thought about all the experience I had, I was like, cool, no problem. I got the experience.
Right.
I don't need, I'm good to go now. Let's do this thing.
No bacon piggyback. You need to be in her DM because I can't deal with her. I'm trying to listen to you, but I'm reading her crazy message. So you have to take that negative and turn it into a positive. But you can't slap people, okay? You cannot.
No. You cannot slap people.
I feel like slapping them. That's the what if. What if I do slap them? And then you got to change it. And you got to say, under the check mark, you got to put something like, what if I ignore them and show them kindness? Okay? That's what we're going to work.
What happens if you what if you make them your advocate?
Okay. You can do that too.
I've had situations where I thought someone was totally against me. You sit down and you have a lunch with them and you realize that it was a misconception. And then they become my biggest advocate. So sometimes is it how do you validate that they have something against you? What makes that true?
Right. Okay. That's really good. That's good. So we're working on it. Okay?
Oh, yeah. All right. So, and this is a template. So you guys can do it in your notebook, but I have it as a template as well.
Okay. And
if you would like to have the template, again, just send me a DM and I'll send it to you in the email.
All right. Make sure you guys DM her to find that out. So that was my last question. Nobody has dropped any questions. So we're going to move on to the would you rather. And don't be nervous. So I'm really loving the movement of this. It's now 8:32 because, first of all, Instagram cuts you off within an hour, 1. And 2, I don't want people to get bored when we're online and jump off because I know we always see the numbers go up and down. People come in, people come out. So we want to just keep it active and moving. And, you guys can get to y'all next slide.
Oh, yeah. But people only give you 30 minutes of their attention.
Right. Yeah. Definitely. Because even with children, I think it's like 18 minutes and then you got to move on to the next. But I really appreciate you guys that have stayed on and tuned in. Again, this is Bold Ambassador. She's a productivity coach. She's just here tonight giving us some tips. And if you follow her, she will definitely send you the template of the activity, the mindset activity. We got to get our minds right first in order to move forward and doing whatever else that we choose to do. So, would you rather, and this thing is on 1%. Lord, let me plug it up. Would you rather have the details of your financial, let me do this disclaimer again, like I always do. I don't create these questions. I don't know the questions until the show. You just saw her hand me the iPad. So I don't know anything. Thank you, Joy, for always tuning in. You're like my fan, and I love it. Thank you. You and Isha, but I haven't been seeing her on lately. She has a new grandbaby, y'all. So I don't see her as often. So would you rather have the details of your financial life or your love life be made public?
Go with my love life.
Okay. Would you rather be known? Yeah, I don't want nobody knowing my credit score right now. Would you rather be known for your intelligence or good looks?
Intelligence, always, brains over beauty.
Yes. Oh, yes. Would you rather be given a lifetime supply of delicious food or books? Oh, man.
Oh, I'm a foodie all day. Give me food.
But that's a hard one. I love books, too. Would you rather have your debt forgiven or have guaranteed good health for a decade?
If you forgive my student loans, then I can afford my health.
Yes. Oh my God, that is too. I gotta use these again. That's a good one. She said, "I'm gonna eat. I don't want no books, but take away my." I can't. Okay. Would you rather babysit a crying infant for a day or have an unwanted house guest for a week?
Have a what for a week?
Unwanted house guest for a week.
Oh, give me that baby.
Okay, girl, listen. Would you rather be locked in an amusement park or a library?
Amusement park all day. Again, I'm a foodie, so I get to eat all the ice creams
Oh my
and
God, yes.
cotton
All
candy.
the funnel cake, cotton. Oh, you want the unwanted house guest, girl? No. Mm-mm. Would you rather get rich through hard work or through winning the lottery?
Hard work all day because lottery folks go broke all the time.
Wait, for real. Would you rather spend the night in a luxury hotel or camping surrounded by a beautiful scenery?
Oh, give me my hotel any day of the week. I hate outdoors activities. I am a spoiled luxury brat, and I do not deny it at all.
You like the Jamaicans say, you cush.
Yes.
Or you slush, something like that they say. Would you rather go without TV or junk food for the rest of your life?
Ooh, that's a hard one.
Camping, yeah, I think I would do camping too.
I don't know. That's a hard TV or junk food. I mean, because I eat my junk food while I watch TV, so
TV.
I don't know.
TV, she said TV. All right,
does Netflix count as TV?
Good question. I gotta ask.
Yeah.
Jaressa. Would you rather spend would you rather spend a day at an amusement park or being lazy on the beach?
Oh, lazy on the beach.
She said buy TV. Jaressa. I don't know. So TV, I think it does count because you gotta watch Netflix. No, you can watch Netflix.
No, it don't. I can watch Netflix on my phone.
Yeah, for your tablet. So it doesn't count. Okay, yeah, Netflix. She said the same thing. Okay, I agree. Okay. Guys, if you have not, no bacon vegan man, you are hilarious. I cannot wait to have you on. You just cracking me up over here. But this is Brittany Jarrell, and I love your name. Your name sounds like Madonna, but like with 2 words.
So fun fact is my father wanted a boy, and so Jorel was supposed to be my name if I was a boy. But I was a girl, and so they gave up on my name, and my parents didn't even name me. They let my brother's girlfriend name me. Whole nother story. And so they gave me my middle name Jorel, which is actually the name of Superman's father.
Interesting. But it's cute.
Yeah.
It's really cute. I like it. I always say Brittany Jarrell. Like, I always say that because I think it's just so cute. But oh my gosh, this is Brittany Jarrell. Make sure you follow her at Bold Ambassador. She's a productivity coach. I had a blast with her tonight. And if you're watching this on a replay, type replay and make sure you go follow her and let us know that you have you connected with her. And Brittany, also, I've been asking, well, I just started to do this because I Crave Vending, she gave me like the cutest. She sent me an email and she said, I was so glad after coming off your live, you know, she got like a couple of clients and stuff like that. So I'm asking everyone that's on my live, let me know if people followed you, if people connected with you, let me know how that worked so I can share that out so others can want to be on the show as well. Y'all already know, as usual, it's Carefree Conversations with Jorel, where we talk about life, business, what's trending, and whatever else comes up. We have our Would You Rather segment, which is everybody's favorite. And I also do Bossing Up, where I share a new business owner that's bossing up, or a business owner that's been in business, but they're doing something different to make sure that they, elevate their business. So make sure you look for that. If you know someone that I should recognize as bossing up, definitely DM me and let me know about them. We didn't have a sponsor for tonight. If you want to be a sponsor, which you get benefits, I talk about you on the show. You're posted in my feed permanently. And as soon as I finish my website, y'all, you'll be on my website and shared amounts, whatever else I send out. And always I will be sharing your information in my stories. And again, I'll talk about you often. And I have something so super dope planned for the end of the year for everybody that has been on my show and on my sponsor. So make sure you stay tuned. Tell a friend, bring a friend, and follow me if you're new and you're not following me. If you're here as Brittany's guest, make sure you follow me. And join me on Thursday. I will be speaking to someone who is a nonprofit think she said she's not. She's nonprofit, a nonprofit organization. I am Queens, and she is local, so we're gonna try to do that here locally. But she said I'm a
Okay.
okay. All right. So again, thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much for being on and giving us our tips and information. No bacon, biggie bang. Go make your go get the template. Just go get the template, okay? I'm not even gonna tell you take out a notebook. Go grab the template and get it together and set up a session. She gave you 15 minutes free. Set it up, and you need 3 months, okay? Again, thank you so much, Brittany, and we'll stay in touch. Y'all already know. So tonight, thank you guys. As I always say, same time, same place. It'll be a different face, but blessings, guidance, and love from Corey Love. Good
Yes,
night.
ma'am.
Yeah, I like you. Good night.